Alright, so I got this Zinnia seed tape from Park Seed, and when you open the packet it looks like this, and there are 3 rows, and I didn't realize that each row is different in mix. The first one is peppermint stick. I already tore it. I'm gonna plant between those two, can I do it? Two Oya, that area in the middle, because this is gonna grow up to 24 inch to 3 feet. So I just want that tall thing to be in the middle. So I already tore the candy mix. No, this is peppermint stick mix to the length of that width between the 2 Oya that you cannot see. Now you can see it. And I'm gonna also tear the other 2 mix, and I'll plant the 3 rows and see how they grow. This is the first time I'm planting seed tape, so I'm excited to see what it looks like and how easy it is to grow it. I just put some potting mix on top of each end so that they don't fly around anymore. And then I'm gonna put these Zinnia tape label right here to each end so I know where it started and ended. Then I'm just gonna sprinkle some potting mix on top of it. It says, so the packet says right at the bottom here, do not bury the tape more than 1/4 inch deep. So water the tape in well. So I'm just gonna very lightly put some potting mix on top here. Very light sprinkle. Spread real thin. So I guess it makes it easier to just spread the potting mix around without worrying about spreading the seed that way, because it's already in tape. So in that way it's easier. Other than that, I don't see actually too much benefit of doing it, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm a person who actually like getting my hand dirty and put dirt on my hand, so I might be the wrong customer for this, but I'll water in after I plant this patty pan summer squash. I really like the patty pan summer squash. They look like scallop. I think they are also called scallop squash, and they're very pretty. I like that they're not too big, and I planted a bunch of them early this summer, but they got destroyed by squash vine borer. And hopefully it's not as hot right now, so maybe it's a better season. And I also learned how to dig it out from the stem. And also they say that it's good if I just inject neem oil into it. I don't know if I want to inject anything to the stem, but we'll see. I'm gonna be more diligent about it, and we'll see how it goes. The cold might kill it before squash vine borer ever does. So I set it up here where I want to plant them. I put only 3 of them, so let's do this. One is patty pan sunburst. I think this is a yellow variety. You see that it's about 3-year-old seed, but it was 98% germination rate. So the Johnny's selected seed usually have really good germination rate, but since it's old, I might put like 4 seeds in one spot to make sure that they actually germinate. So I'm gonna pull it out, Take them out here. 6 came out. There are a lot of seeds here, so I might actually plant all 6 seeds in a more, so I dig around a little, loosen up the soil, and I'm gonna spread them out. Heard that somewhere it's better if they're sticking vertically so that water can go through those cracks. Yeah, this one feels a little dry, so I don't know if it's gonna germinate, so I'm gonna put it in circular. And if you look at the seed packet, it says, what does it say? Harvest. No, I want seed. It doesn't say anything. Oh, transplants. We want direct seed. Beginning late spring, blah blah blah, and it says between half an inch to an inch deep. We says so 3 seeds every 12 to 24 inches. So 6 doesn't seem overkill. And then I'm gonna cover it. Might be about an inch. So, and mark it with the label. And as always, I put the date I planted the seed, cover it there. And then here we have, oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, Giannet Advert, something like that. It's also patty pen. This is like a light green with some white stripe. It's really pretty, but squash vine borers seem to like it much more than the yellow. Actually, I didn't plant yellow one last year. In the spring, the green one. This one, yeah, squash vine borer took this over very quickly. So I'm loosen the soil here. Don't want to be too close to the edge, so I'm gonna let me reposition here. Have way too many seeds came out. I don't need all of this, so let me see if I can put. I cannot put. I'm just gonna put it on top of the envelope for now. Gonna move it to a little to here. I like symmetry, so I'm gonna try to cut it symmetric location from that here. Then I'm gonna put 6 here too, and put some of them standing up. This is really dry, so I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna put 7 seeds here, and 1 more, and then cover it. All right, then put that there. And then there's 1 more here. This is a regular squash, summer squash set, green machine hybrid. This is from Park Seed. This, I think I bought it like earlier this year, so it's not that old. So I'm gonna put just 3 of them. I planted the patty pen there, so I'm gonna put it around here. Might have dig too deep of a hole, and then hopefully I can get 3, way more than 3. And then this seed looks bigger than the patty pen ones. I don't know if that's normal. And then I'm gonna put 2 of them standing up, actually just 1 of them because the one just fell, and then cover them lightly with the thing. Then put here, label, and that's it. I'm gonna water them in. Alright, so I realized I had 1 more patty pen summer squash packet out, and I already made a label with the date on it, so I'm gonna plant them. And it's a patty pen G-Star. It's also from Johnny Selected Seeds, and it's also from, sorry, I flipped too quickly, 20th of March, 2020 of March. So since it's old, I'm gonna take, I got 3 out prepping before starting this clip. I'm gonna take 3 more out. That's way too, oh, I got 3 on the ground. So 3 over there. 3 over here, so I'm gonna pick it up, pick them up and put it here. And I moved to a different bed. I planted the other one, the other end of that bed, came to this bed over there between the actual tomato plant and the cutting that's dying. I planted Spineless Beauty a couple days ago. Where does it say? On 18th, so yesterday. And here I'm gonna plant the seeds right next to cucumber. Cucumber is gonna grow along the trellis, so it's not gonna be overcrowded. So we put this here, and just 3 of them in perpendicular and 3 of them flat. Cover them, not water it later. And then I put the label with a date on it. So that's all for squash. Oh, and let me show you this. I planted this cucumber seeds 4 days ago because it says, you can see the date over there. It says September 15th. And all of them are popping up. It's very exciting. And I planted some more here. Oh, one of them, the pick a bushel, didn't come up. But all the other 5 are coming up. So that's exciting. Let me grab a hose so that I can water the seeds I just planted. Alright, time to water where we planted the seed. Water them in nice. These are not small seeds, so don't have to worry too much about moving it by watering them. Then also don't forget the clip where I planted Zinnia seed tape. Alright. I already watered the rest of the plants this morning, so they don't really need watering. But maybe since I'm already here, let me just water them. Cucumbers. Then go here. Alright, that's it. Alright, I have one more thing I want to do before I go inside before we lose sun, which is planting collards and Swiss chards over here. These seeds are also old. It's from 2020, so I'm not sure how much of they would actually germinate. So it's gonna be fun test. So before we move on to that, I planted these lettuce seeds about 3 days ago. Just picked at here. It says September 16th and today is 19th. So it's just 3 days ago and they're already sprouting. I thought that I sprouted them more farther away from each other, but they're not. They're mostly, I thought that I spread them all the way across, but they're mostly growing in the middle. And I thought they were all growing, but it's only the Marvel of 4 Seasons, which is what I just got from Botanical Interest. And this Summer Crisp more is not really growing. I think the seeds are older. And of course the arugula I planted yesterday haven't sprouted yet, which is not surprising. But now I'm gonna put 3 sleeves for collards and 3 for Swiss chards, and I'm gonna plant a lot of seeds since they're old seeds, and I want some of them to germinate. So I'll set up the camera here. Can I do that? Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, so I'm planting Swiss chard seeds and they're like this big. I don't know if it's always that big or because it says it's a bright lights decorticated, and I don't know if it's decorticated makes the seeds this big. But since these are old seeds, I'm putting a lot of them, you can see there in there. Then I'm gonna cover them. Put the label here. Also put it here. A lot in my hand, so I'm gonna put more in here. So there, and then I'll cover them. Put some plant label over here. One more. You can see I plant a lot of seeds, but I'm putting more. And cover it. Well, just lightly cover them. And that's Swiss chard. Alright, so that was all the collard seed I had, and I planted them, covered them, then I put the labels on it, and I'm gonna water them gently. I forgot the setting. I think I want to put it in mist. Just this one. Gonna very gently. That's actually stronger than the shower. So I'm gonna go back to the shower setting. One more. Then I'm just gonna very lightly water here. That's not really working for me. Cannot really have a smaller amount. Okay, that's, I think, good. I actually watered the other tiers from the top earlier this morning, so I'm gonna do it just one more time. I'm just gonna, can see the line over there, so I just put it all the way till it goes on first or second line. Usually second or third line in the morning, and I do it twice. But the soil doesn't look that dry, so maybe I'm not gonna go all the way there. But the neat thing about it is, I'm not gonna see if we can see it somewhere here. Don't know if you can hear the water dripping down. Yeah, it's water dripping down, and it will come out of here for long enough. You know, maybe that was just good enough. Good amount of money, good amount of water. Yeah, I think that's good. I still hear some water coming, and that's a strawberry that survived the heat and drought. You can see that the water is going down slowly. And that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.